What's up guys, it's DJ and welcome to another Minecraft tutorial because you guys seem to like those a lot. Those are the videos that get most views, so I figured I'd like to make another one and another request too. You guys might have seen the backgrounds of my videos before. I'm featured in one of my other videos is that all these statues back here. I build a lot of statues. A lot of them are Minecraft YouTubers and a lot of donators too, and also one of myself in the back there. You can kind of see right up there. There we go. And I had it requested to me, like people wondering how I build these and how they're accurate, like not as inaccurate because like there's not all the detail there because you know the limited block palette and stuff. But I'll tell you like some tips for choosing the block palette, how I make it more simplified, and also how I just build them in general, how I know how to build it pixel for pixel. So yeah, we're gonna get right into that. But before we do, I'd like to mention that over 90% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed. So if you aren't already, please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 30,000 subscribers by about mid this year, and it's actually going off to a pretty good start so far. We're starting to gain more subs regularly, and that's really awesome to see, and I'm glad you guys are liking the content. So once again, if you enjoy the stuff, please do subscribe. I'd love to get YouTube rank. It's like a big dream of mine. And on to the video. Alright, so first of all, let's take a look at the statues. So as you can see, so the statues are about pixel for pixel accurate, if you'll see, but a lot of them, like, there's not all the detail there. It's just the main colors because of the limited block palette of 1.8, at least for me in Skyblock. Because this is gonna be like more how to build them in Skyblock, how to choose your palette in Skyblock. Because there's a lot more in 1.16, but Skyblock is only 1.8 and under, so only those blocks will be in the game. So first of all, I can tell you like how like about the dimensions of each part of the character. So let's take for example, let's take a subscriber. Let's take a random subscriber. Let's take, or just a random donator. Let's just take Technopun for example. They were the first donator. So there's very specific measurements for each of the body parts. So the head we'll start with is it's 8 by 8 by 8, so it's so if I just turn it's 8 blocks it's 8 blocks wide, 8 blocks tall, and 8 blocks thick, so it's a perfect square with that one. But the rest of the body parts are not squares. Despite this being a game of squares, the rest of the body parts are rectangular. So now we're gonna go with the legs here. The legs are 4 wide and 12 tall each, so a total, if you have both the legs together, they are 8 wide and 12 tall for both legs, but for each leg individually it's 4 by 12, and also they are 4 thick here, 4 blocks thick. Next, the arms are also they are both 4 by 12 each, so the arms and the legs are exactly the same. They are 4 by 12 by 4, so 4 wide, 12 tall, 4 thick. I don't know, I'm probably saying that wrong. Like this is a different word for the side length here. But so just but yeah, I'm just gonna call this. I'll say it's that's that thick. And then the body is 8 wide, 12 tall, and 4 thick as well. So quick recap: head is 8 by 8 by 8. Arms are 4 by 12 by 4 each. The body is 8 by 12 by 4, and the legs are 4 by 12 by 4 each. So that is the measurements. I'll throw it on the screen real quick just in case you missed that. You can screenshot it, just take a picture, make sure these are your measurements, and it'll be a lot easier to remember too when I show you this next part. Alright, so now you're gonna be using your phone for this if you want. There's some other programs too, but I'm just screen recording my phone, so you'll see that there's bars on the side of the screen now, big black bars, but there's nothing more I can do about it now because gotta have my phone on portrait for this. But the app I'm using is Skin Creator 3D is what it's called. So you can look in the App Store and find it, and this is the icon. It's in the bottom right of my bottom left of my screen. Sorry. So you're gonna go into it, and you're gonna have your skin slots. So if you wanna take a skin from somewhere, you can just add it, and then you can, like, if you have you only get 4 save slots with the free version. But let's just take my skin for example. So you're gonna load up your skin into this, and you can see here you got your skin. And what's really useful at this is it's a full 3D rotation. You click into each part, and you can see there's also a grid as well on it. So for this one, I'm gonna actually I have a student up my skin, so I'm gonna turn that off. Let's turn off all these. So now we just have my basic skin here. And this is one that I made myself, which is pretty pogchamp. Oh, I forgot to turn the leg off. Boom, there we go. There we go. Now it's good. Now it's good. So you can see here, you can click into each part, and you can do full 3D rotation. And here's a lot easier to see the pixels. So you can turn off the accessory, and you can see here that it's 8 by 8 with this grid. You can also change the grid color as well. You can change it to white, black, or no grid if you prefer it like that. And then you have it like this. So you're gonna want to take a look at your skin, and you're gonna want to see about each like you want to take a look at the block palette and see what you can do with it with limited blocks that you have. So for mine, what I chose in my on my statue is, it's not the most accurate, but for my skin, I just used birch planks, and for the little outline that I use around it, it is oak planks. And for the hair, I use different shades of I just used two different. There's like a lot more texture to my hair on my actual skin. But for the statue, I just decided to go more simple, and I used both brown wool and brown clay, or brown terracotta in newer versions of Minecraft. And then for the glasses, I just used different colors of wool. Next, for the jacket, you can see here it's very textured. But if you noticed on my I'll throw a picture on screen here real quick. If you noticed on my actual statue, it's only 2 colors, and I use the outline and the main color. So if you want to go more simple and stuff, then you can definitely do this. This is what I recommend, because it just looks a lot cleaner and a lot simpler. I used orange clay for the outline of the jacket, where it's darker, and yellow clay for the inside, where it is lighter. And then I just kind of ditch the texturing on the little white part and the gray part, because it's not really, it'll just kind of look weird because it's too contrasted and stuff with the block palette that you have. There might be a way to do it. I probably could put for like the texturing for it, instead to add some shading, I could probably put like cyan terracotta, cyan clay or something, but I didn't. And then well, not finally, I've still got the arms and legs. Finally, for arms and legs, the legs I just use black, gray, and white wool, and the arms is the exact same thing as the head and the jacket, which is I used the orange clay for the outside, the yellow clay for the inside, and then the 2 different types of wool for the skin. And then the next and the hardest part is constructing it. So this might take you, for each statue, takes me about an hour or 2 depending on it. Like some simpler ones, like this one over here of Cool Color 27, or a Peppa Pig skin that they've got. This one was a lot simpler. This is Donator, by the way. It's a lot simpler because it's just very few blocks, and this is actually like their skin. It's no shading or anything. It's a lot simpler. But then there'll be something like this, which is Gamaholic 09, another Donator, which is a lot more complicated. There's not as much shading as the actual skin, but it's a lot more complicated, because you'll also have the accessory, like the sleeves and the hair, and I build that 1 block out. And sometimes you might just want to ditch some of the accessories and stuff, like for example Technoblade, his nose actually sticks out, but for the statue it looked weird when it was sticking out. It just didn't look right, so I just kept the nose flat. And yeah, so obviously there's Tommy with his hair over here, and there's a UFO on Tommy's head. I don't know why that's there. I just kind of built that there because someone paid me $3 million to build it. So yeah, you just want to build. What you want to do is you want to start the legs. You want to start the shoes, build your way up to the top of the legs. Then you want to build the torso, and then the arms, and then you want to build the head finally. So what I also do is, to give it some lighting, is you can convert with carpet if you want. I don't, but I put some sea lanterns on each of the shoulders, 4 on the head. I keep the bottom of the hand empty and put sea lanterns down there as well. And underneath there's also sea lanterns, just to light it up at night. For me with my island, I don't have the time locked. I don't know why there's no sea lanterns under there. I don't know why there's not under there. I'll fix that later. But I like to have my day-night cycle on for my island, because I just find it a lot nicer when I do that, because I love the nighttime in real life and also in Minecraft. It's just so nice. It seems really peaceful. Something very peaceful about it. So yeah, anyways, hopefully that'll help you. If you got any questions, let me know in the comments. I might have missed something. If you guys have any important questions, let me know. And also, you see there's a mini statue over there. That I kind of just go with it. I don't exactly know what to do for that. But if you really want me to try to make a tutorial on how to make a mini statue, then you know what? 25 likes. I'll make a tutorial on mini statues. There's only one right here. It's Technopun, who is also here, because they paid me like 40 mil to make 2 statues. They're not the top donator anymore. There's someone who beat them for top donator. They used to be top donator. I've built a little podium over there. You can't really see it, but there's the podium. NPCs are not loading in. There we go. So yeah, hopefully this helped you. I really hope this helped you, because this was I was really gonna have a different video for this for today, but it was just boring, honestly. It was another island tour, and you kind of see my island every video anyways. I don't need to have an extended tour on it. Not much has changed except for the statues and stuff. So this would be more fun, and it was requested to me. So once again, thank you so much. Please do subscribe if you like my content. Once again, can I get the YouTube rank? That'll be so cool if I can get that. Be in the big leagues now. Well, not now. When or if I get it, please help me. See you later.